So today I'm gonna be doing the thing that I talked about yesterday. My internet's still a little bit shaky, so there's a chance that it fails at some point, but I'm trying to download something here. But what I'm gonna do is build the first page now of the website for the visualization stuff. I think I'm gonna put this timer here for 2 hours. So I was searching at this and it seemed like the best practice is to put the JS on this static folder. And I think I'm gonna do that and modify the extra JS and extra CSS. And I probably will have to change these paths here. Yeah, I'll create a folder for each one in the static so they don't get mixed. Let me see if I can put some music. I'm not sure if the channels for the stream are correct now. Same way they were before.
If you want to lead something, start by saying, this.
A Unicesumar dá valor para seu resultado no Enem. Venha viver o conhecimento em uma das melhores instituições do país. E ganhe bolsas de 20 a 50% de desconto em todo o curso, de acordo com sua pontuação. Válido para suas notas do Enem de 2020 e 2021. Viva sua graduação aqui. Matricule-se até 28/2. Acesse, venha para unicesumar.com.br e saiba mais.
It's probably too loud as well. Yeah, so it doesn't work like I did in the past, but I'm gonna try this way now. Oh, I have to change it. I'm changing the wrong place. I have to change the settings, so the audio settings for the computer. It's because voice meter is not opened. Oh, there we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. So I think I need to leave this open so it works. Never heard this mix before that I put, so hopefully this is good. So here I think all I need to do is change from this to static. And then it will work probably. Also have to see the file where it's gonna be saved. It's not here. This is still with the old way, with the links. Yeah, so I don't need to put the thing there. Or maybe I do. Let me see. No, so probably not. And then I'm gonna move these files for... Oh, actually, I'm gonna create a folder inside of the static. So what name should I give this? So these are the JS and CSS for the main thing. Maybe I should create just PyVis. Maybe just this. I think I'm just gonna put as this. Okay, so how do I... Doesn't seem like it's refreshing there. PyCharm is way better in this sense. I can't open it. If I just put files. The thing is, I wanna have names that are not that long, but also specify which thing is which, so I don't forget. I'm thinking about putting scripts, but it's not very descriptive. Maybe frame this. Then the other one I put, and now it shows up. So I guess it wasn't showing because it was the only subfolder. So now let me do another one. I think this is okay. Now I have to put these here. It should work the same way as before. So now let me open the script again. I'm gonna run this. Not sure. Oh, it's running. Oh, I forgot to weird that it's not showing anything here as a warning. But I need to download the things. Maybe it's because the environment is not activated. I think it's just Python, then scripts. Oh, maybe I need to create another environment again. Because this is a copy from the... I'm not sure if this is how it works, but it seems to be the way that it works. Where every time you wanna do the same project on a different place, you have to create a different virtual environment, because the activation files kind of get messed up. But so when I moved this project from the original computer to the backup thing, I've copied with the virtual environment, and then when I tried to do on the Linux system, it wasn't working. So I had to redo the virtual environment. I excluded and did it again. Then it started working, but I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to work, because it makes more sense to me that if I had copied this, it should copy all the libraries and all the information. So maybe I'm doing something wrong when I'm trying to activate the environment. So I'm gonna look this up. I think the reason that I had to exclude when I was trying to do in Linux is because the way you activate the virtual environment in Windows is different than the way that you do it in Linux. In Linux you use just the activate file, and then on Windows I think is activate.bat or some other file, and the file wasn't in the folder there to activate it, and I don't think it is now as well. I don't see any of the files that just is the activate path, but the file that activates the environment doesn't seem to be there. I think I'm gonna put some other music, just this blues stuff. This is not gonna work, source activate. They also say you need to choose a different environment, choose a different terminal line, command line. Let's see, source activate, VM. Yeah. Yeah, this file is missing from the script, from the folder. So I think I'm gonna create a new one and exclude the other one. And that's probably the easiest thing to do. I don't wanna waste a bunch of time on this. Then I can just install the dependencies again. I think it's gone now. So at least this one worked. No. And this one is .vm. Oh, because of the way that is written here. So the biggest point of confusion for me is gonna be, okay, it activates. So I think you can do pip3 install our requirements.txt. So annoying. I'm gonna close this shit. That command there is gonna install all the packages that I have on this file called requirements.txt. And in order to create this file, I can use pip freeze and then an arrow to the name of the file. This symbol here redirects the output of whatever command you put on the left here. Is gonna be directed to whatever you put here. So usually you put a file here, and if you do it like this, it appends instead of writing to the file. And I don't think I'm gonna use Git anymore. I was gonna use Git, but I tried to push this stuff through a repository on GitHub and it didn't work because it was too much data. And they said I had to pay for be able to store more data. And I also had to use something which is LTS, I think, LFS, large file system for Git, because some of the files were way too big. Okay, now it should be, yeah, should have installed pandas. So I think this is the file. Let's see if it runs now. PyVismod. I had this problem as well in the past. Oh, this is because this PyVis mod here is a relative import, but I'm importing as an absolute import. And if you want to import relatively, you need to put a dot, but then there's some problems with that you can't really do it. I wasn't being able to do it like this, so we'll see. But then I remember I had to create this file here and put setup.py. I think all I have to do is run this file in case that doesn't work, the relative import doesn't work, and then it's gonna add this to the packages for Python to recognize that this is a module, and it's gonna import it as an absolute module, even though it's on a file here inside of the project. That's something. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I'm doing this the right way, because you should be doing this automatically once you create the environment and once you do pip. Maybe I should put in the requirements. Yeah, but then it doesn't make sense, because pip is gonna install from some other place, I guess. And this is a file that I have in the folder, project folder. And this is probably not gonna work as well, so I'm gonna have to research that again. Because if you wanna do it like this, if you wanna have relative imports, you can't run the file directly. You have to run the project, if I understand correctly. But I wanna be able to run the file. That's the problem this is giving me. So it didn't install anything. Maybe if I run pip freeze again. Oh, I forgot to do the requirements thing. This shit is annoying as well. This is a vast bullshit. So let me do pre-praise, requirements, not text. Oh, there you go. Oh no, maybe it's pip freeze /e or pip. I don't remember now. Which put all requirements of project, requirements of text file, Python. So maybe I got both of them mixed up. Pip freeze. So why is not working? Or maybe because I didn't activate the virtual environment. That's why. So all I have to do is think Python 3 .vm scripts, then activate .bat maybe. I think I'm gonna try to just put the file. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna use Python without the tree in the front. Oh, I did it in the wrong way there. .vm. But I don't think it's gonna work as well. It doesn't work. So maybe source. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna look again. Where was it? I think it was in the bottom there. Where was the thing for creating the environment and running it? And the thing is, pip freeze should work, because the interpreter is the virtual environment. Don't understand why this is not working. Oh, it's because these are all the packages. I don't think it downloaded this because these are all the packages from the PyVis modified. Maybe pip freeze doesn't find them. Maybe I have to do the setup thing first. Python setup.py install. I don't understand that sometimes Python 3 doesn't work, and sometimes it does. Okay, looks like something showed up here, but I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it's this egg file here that it creates. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. Because I remember the first time I did this, I didn't have this file. So that's probably, after we run that command, that's probably what happens. And this is the information that is necessary to turn this from a relative import to an absolute import. Yeah, but now I still have to think about how to do this here. But this kind of sucks if I have to do it like this, because if I can't run it directly here, if I have to change from the Python to the command line to do it. Oh, I have stored here probably. The way that I did it, I just typed the name of the file. Oh, scripts, maybe I misspelled scripts there. It should be working. Or I did activate.bat and it just activates. So file cannot be loaded because running scripts is disabled on this system. I think I remembered having to do something like that with PowerShell. This type of stuff is so annoying because it takes a lot of time from actually doing the project itself. But there's no way to get around it. No, there are ways to get around it, but it's just not best practice or best way of thinking. Because then you're just delaying the problem and it's gonna snowball. Now I have to close this to listen to the thing. Probably not the video I'm looking for. Probably better we should look at this. They're probably gonna say you should use the command line, if I have to guess. Or maybe not. Also in this plus sign, set default profile. So this is gonna change from partial to the command line as default, I guess. Oh yeah, this is what I had to do before. Set the execution policy to unrestricted in partial. Maybe I'll do that in the future. It still doesn't work. But I wanna run in this one. Maybe it's not possible to run it there. The problem is that if I can't run with this, whatever this is, I don't know, this type of terminal here for Python, then I can't run it doing this run Python file in the terminal, which is annoying. Let's see, pprees. Yeah, there we go. Now I get the dependencies, but I think there are a lot of them missing as well. The requirement already says satisfy. So why are these ones missing? It's probably because of this setup stuff. I think I'm gonna open this again and put the music. So let me try this one. Pip install pip racks. And maybe I have to do this outside of the virtual environment. Oh. Here it is. So now pip racks, path to project. I'm gonna try just with this site. God damn. I thought I had turned this on off. So maybe I need to open the full thing. How do you get the file path? This. So annoying to do this. So assume that this is the path. Now let me try the thing again. So maybe this way doesn't work.
that 61 highway is the loneliest road that I know. Well, that 61 highway is the loneliest road that
I think I'm just gonna look for another way.
She run from New York City, run right by my baby's door. Wow, some people say the Greyhound buses, they don't run. You know, some people say that city Greyhound buses, they don't run. Wow, you ought to go to West Memphis, baby. Look down Highway 61.
Or maybe I can create this environment stuff.
Please see somebody for me.
Or packages.
I said,
But then I have to do it manually, which is the problem. But maybe for this one, I was just using this find packages function. I can't use Ctrl B. F12 to find the path.
Mr. Derek Ross Patterson.
Oh, well, maybe this is just finding the PyVis mod, but not the sub packages. Build. So Python setup.py build. Maybe I have to do it. Should do it on this one. Doesn't seem like it works. Or I did something wrong. I have to solve this because otherwise every time I download a different virtual environment, I'm gonna have this problem. And it's quite annoying because I don't want to lose time on this. Just when I start working on the site, but there's not much I can do.
If I should happen to die, babe, honey, for you think my time has come. If I should happen to die, baby, honey, for you think my time has come.
Hopefully this one.
I want you to bury my body right down there by Highway 61.
I can also put this setup.py on the init.py file. That way, maybe when I'm running pip freeze, then it's gonna put the module there. Put setup.py with the modules. Not sure if that works.
It's a lonely world. Everybody tries to hide. It's a lonely world. Everybody tries to hide. But you're all alone. All you do is fight. People live their lives.
Maybe I should search for how to create a file package, and I should turn this into a normal package, site package. The only thing with that is that I might have to host it somewhere or do something like that. And dependency links is empty.
With a rule to satisfy. But nobody sees you crying.
Let me see if the other projects have this file so I can see what they do. It's just an init file. And it uses the dot notation here. So I guess the question I have is, how is pip or any other command you're gonna use installing these things on the virtual environment in the backend? Because what's the difference between having the file on my project or installing it as if it comes from somewhere else? Maybe we should look at the documentation. It's probably gonna have something about this, because this is not the official documentation. I should probably change the name of the stream to something to do with setup.py or this module stuff. Hi, I'm doing well. And you? Internet bird. That's good. I'm trying to build a Flask website for visualizing stuff. But then I found this problem with the setup because I did a relative. I modified a standard library from Python and then I put it on my project with a different name. And then I tried to do a relative import on all the files, but it wasn't working because when you do relative imports, you have to run from the root folder, I think, of the project, and you can't run directly through the file. So then I had to change from a relative import to an absolute import. And the way you do that, from what I researched, is you create this setup.py file, and then you put the module here, and then I just followed a tutorial from a guy. But if I remember, and then he said that I should use this function here, should use this setup thing here. And then I did some command and it worked, but then I had problems where I had to change the virtual environments, and now when I tried to download this stuff, it didn't work. So I'm trying to figure out how to change this setup thing here so it downloads all the dependencies of this project here, and not just the project once I run this setup.py file.
With that tender loving touch, some fools don't get enough, but she just loves me too much. She's crazy. And it's more than I can stand. I'm just crazy about that woman. And she's just crazy about this man. Yeah, I'll sing, baby, right now.
But there's also the other option to try to make this into a standard package instead of doing the setup.py thing. But I'm not sure if I should do that or not. I also don't understand why pipfreeze doesn't get these modules here and install them directly, or put them on the requirements.txt file.
She always wants me round.
Maybe they are... Well, network-x is not built in from Python, definitely. But I think the other two are supposed to be built in from Python, maybe.
Make me wanna change my mind. She's crazy. And it's more
So maybe pipfreeze is just getting the imports from... Nah, but that doesn't make sense. Let me think.
I'm just crazy about that woman. And she's just crazy.
Because it should be getting whatever imports exist on all the files of the project, but I'm not really sure if that's the case or not. And the thing is, I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to figure out how pip freeze works.
Two women sitting at a bar. Blind man playing on his guitar. Barcelona red is sounding blue. Everything's the same, but I don't have you. When you push love aside, you get the colors of the night. Colors of the night are just one hue. I'm in that place and time. Love's got its own reason and rhyme. They say you in love with love. To love is through its shoe. And I'm living in a world of just one hue. Everything is Picasso blue. Living in a world without you. Everything is Picasso.
A package is something that has the Dunder init name. So I think these find packages here are not finding the files, but it should be importing network. Yeah, but I'm not really sure if I understand how it works there. Looks like from this documentation, at least I don't understand really well. I probably have to think about a better way to search this. Maybe I'll do this set execution policy. Just so I don't have to worry about the PowerShell and stuff. And now probably I can run things on Python now. Here. Not on Python, but the commands that were not working before. Now I'm gonna close this. Maybe not close, but I'm gonna search there. Dependency links. Maybe that's what I should use. So this is definitely what I should be using, I think. I just want to think about how to write the names there.
Push love aside, you get the colors of the night. colors of the night.
So I guess this gets the current working directory.
I'm in that place and time. Love's got its reasons and its rhymes. They say you in love with love to love is through with you.
I just don't understand why they say you have to get the egg file.
Lord of just one you. Everything
Should not pass URL pattern test. An egg file name should have structure.
living in the world without you. Everything
Oh, so it's not saying that I should put the egg file name. It's just that the structure should be like this.
I say, everything is Picasso.
So package name, version,
Everything
by version.
is Picasso blue. Ain't a thing I
And this part is still unclear to me.
but wait and wait for you. Wait, wait for you. Everything is Picasso.
And this is also another approach.
Yeah, for all you lovers in the house. I know we're full of lovers too in here.
The only issue with this one is that I'm not sure if this is for my case or not. And you have to use localhost. It doesn't seem like it's the best way to do it. Oh, I have to change the name. So now I should put probably several of them. I think I'm gonna need. But this is weird as well because it doesn't make sense to get the working directory and then because these projects are not located inside of this PyVismod stuff. If I just search for setup.py dependency links Python. So the normal way to do it is put the link of the file. Yeah, that's all. What's up, man? Thanks. I don't listen to this type of music very often, but sometimes it's good to listen to other stuff. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm not sure how, but yeah, probably. I don't know how the copyright issue with that would be though. I feel like it's an added thing to worry about. So this one essentially is install requires install. But then the issue is that I would have to get the repos of the things. On Twitch is fine, but if you're gonna put it on your own website, because then you are the one that owns the website, so if you are playing the music on your website, then I'm not sure how it works. And I also know that Twitch there were a lot of problems in the past with people playing music, and I don't really know what happened, but I remember that, yeah, some people used to do music on stream and then they stopped for some time and then they came back. It goes back and forth with this kind of stuff. I think I need to search it in a different way, but it's kind of hard to think about a way that I'm probably gonna get good results out of it. Because what I want is not, I don't wanna have to look at the repo of each one. That's the problem. Because I have to download this IPython network JSON pickle. And what if I have a lot more as well in other files? Maybe it's not packages, maybe it's if I search for libraries. Maybe it's just better to turn this into a normal package and do it like that. Because then it's a lot easier. You have to think about this setup.py stuff. Actually, I'm not sure how difficult it's gonna be to to make it into a normal package. I think what I'm gonna do is install this stuff manually for now. And then I think about this stuff later. Because I don't want to spend time on this, to be honest. But this is definitely not the best approach, because then every time I change the virtual environment, I'm gonna have to do this stuff again and remember these steps. It's obviously better if I can make the setup.py and the pip freezing stuff in a way that it installs, it gets all the packages necessary for the whole thing. So the two approaches that I am in doubt, let's say, in a crossroad, is whether or not to try to make the modified version of PyVis into a normal package, and then I can do absolute imports, or to figure out the setup.py stuff and put these dependency links here so that it downloads the packages with the setup.py. And I think the relative imports is not the best route. I don't like don't like to do it like that. Maybe it is the best approach, but then I will have to run the file in a different way every time I want to run a graph. And I think I will have to specify the thing, which is not good for developing the stuff, because I'm probably gonna run these files a bunch of times while I work on this, so it's a lot easier to just run it from here. So now this, maybe it did install and I'm just tripping. Cannot be resolved. So what's going on here? Pretty sure I just installed the package. I think it's IPython, yeah. Here. I don't understand what's going on. How it can't be resolved if it is on the side packages? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's an issue with VS Code. It's definitely not downloading them automatically because NetworkX wasn't there, but after I've downloaded it should work. Let me try to run this and see what happens. Also, it does activate the virtual environment automatically when I run the file. No module name pyvismont. Oh, it's because I've changed here. I don't think it matters if I leave it like this. It's just not going to install it. But now it should be there, so... No module name settings. So it's probably because of this. Yeah, but the issue is on the network file. So So this also should be a relative import. I don't know how it was working before. If I didn't do this. No module name settings. Or maybe I have to specify the file. So this is on the main one, I think. Yeah, pipvis. So one back should be enough. So maybe I put this settings.py. I think these ones work because they are on the same folder. Maybe if I do it like this, but then, yeah. Also, I have to use from dot settings import. Oh, it's because I need a init file. Maybe if I do from this site import settings. Import this site cannot be resolved. So how do I get the name of that? I could also manually put the imports on the requirements dot text. No, but then I can't use. Oh, but maybe it's not a problem if I can't use pip freeze as long as I always keep the file in the project. Yeah, but it is bad design because then what if other people wanna do it, or yeah. It's just not the best way to do things, I think. If I do it manually.
When the shadows fall, oh, that wall, that's when I need your loving most of all. What can I do? How can I go on? Take me, evening.
I should be working with the 2 dots here. From outside of the package. Yeah, but then I think if I do it like this, I have to run the whole project as well, which is just not ideal. So maybe I'll just put it on the setup as well. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna erase this and do it manually. It's probably better. Oh, now it seems to be working. Let's see if it works here. Yeah, no module named settings. Because the thing, I'm not importing a module, I'm importing a file. Oh, it's here, not here. Oh no, the problem is on the network. It's not here. It's weird that in this file it works, but on the network X it doesn't. Oh, maybe it's because of the way that I imported the PyVis. That's probably what's happening. Because I'm using this setup to install this PyVis, is not like it is on the same folder. And this is on the same folder. That's why this one works, but the other one doesn't. I think that's what's going on here. So I think what I'm gonna do is just change this so it manually is. And so I have to change here. But then I have an issue as well. Because I'm mixing both things, that's the problem. I can't treat it as if it's an external package if I'm gonna use it inside the project. Because the issue, if I put this as the name here instead of doing this settings.templates, then if I want to use this outside of the project itself, it's not gonna work. But maybe it doesn't matter because it's just for this project anyway. It's not like I'm gonna take this and transform it as a normal library. And if that's what I wanted to do, then I could just create a folder inside of here and take this stuff from this template and put it... Well, actually this is a better idea now that I think about it. Because then I can separate the stuff that is from Fives and the stuff that is from Flask. Actually, this is a much better idea now that I think about it. So I can just take this folder here and copy there inside PyVismod. I think the reason why I did it like this was because I was gonna modify this stuff, the files. But even then it doesn't make much sense because I can still modify the files later on. And then, yeah, it shouldn't change the way that it's gonna work on the site at the end. So I think that's gonna be much better actually. I'm just gonna copy here. And then I have to change the template as well. Oh, that's the reason why I did it like this. Yeah, but this is gonna be this one and the animation template. So I can just put it here and put it here. And then I'm gonna delete this from here. Delete this one. And delete index. Oh, I got the wrong ones. I copied the wrong one. So it's not index. It's extra. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, so I don't need to change the template because the template is on the network. You just need to change the network file. So now I can delete this from here. Oh, but then doesn't work because it's using Jinja. Oh yeah, now I remember. The files come from the Jinja library, not the PyVis library. I think. And that's why I did it the way that I did there. I still think it's better to leave the CSS and JS though on this file, this folder here. So maybe I just leave the HTML template there. And I'm also not sure how this works, where it gives me a mistake here, but when it's here it doesn't. It's kind of interesting as well. Oh, now it's giving me a mistake as well. I'm delete from here. So maybe it doesn't matter. I don't understand what's going on here because it seemed like it was fine, and now It's showing me all these warnings here. So what should do here? I think I'm gonna try to modify and run and see what happens. And if it works, then I'm gonna leave it there. But it's probably not gonna work because it's showing me all this stuff. All these warning signs. And I don't understand why it wasn't showing me that before. And now it is. Because there shouldn't be anything here that is that different. Like, I don't see why putting the files on this folder would make it okay, but in this folder it doesn't. But maybe I'm missing something. Oh, it's probably, the files are probably on the network, on the PyVis library, and not the Ginger one. Yeah, they were definitely on the PyVis library. I remember now, because Jinja doesn't have any subfolders. So maybe it's just VS Code being annoying. I'm gonna assume that's the case. So now let me change here. I'm gonna put the path, and I'm gonna delete this. So it's on the vis. So I have to go one up, and then vis, and then extra. .html. Then I can copy this here. Hopefully it works, because then it's much easier and much better to think about it. Okay, so now let's see if it works. No module name settings. Oh, oh. Actually, I should have deleted from the network file. Maybe I'm using somewhere else that I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's just those 3 spots there. Maybe it's just VS Code. Oh, it's on the egg file, I think. Oh, it's because of the way that I did the setup. Let me run the setup again. That's probably gonna solve it. So I think it was Python setup.py install. But maybe it's not gonna overwrite this stuff. Line 5. Okay, so now at least it worked. Or maybe we'll see, actually. Hopefully the relative import works on this one, but I think it's not gonna work, yeah. Because then I have to run the whole thing, and can run the file. And this sucks because then I have to do all the work that I did before. Take this off and then change these paths again. And if I do this, it doesn't work as well. Maybe if I do from, but I have a feeling that it's not gonna work as well. Maybe I have to go the levels up. So this file is here, so 1 level, then 2. So 2 levels above. Yeah, but that doesn't work for our imports.
If I had money,
So how can I search for this? How to import files from root project here in Python.
if I had money, I'd buy those people a place to stay. But all I got is a dime.
If I do the absolute way, it's not gonna work as well. I'm pretty sure.
I got so little time.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
If I had faith,
Also gonna download this Flask SQL Alchemy.
I'd get down on my knees. If I had faith, oh, I'd get down
Just so the thing doesn't show up there. The notification or whatever you wanna call this.
but all I got is bad religion, and I got nowhere to pray.
I think it takes a moment until it refreshes. I have to say that so far, from the little experience I have with VS Code, I'm finding PyCharm way better. Maybe it's just because I'm used to that, but there are a lot of things here that I miss on PyCharm. Oh, there we go. Or maybe if I just do the dot. Let's see. It works. No parent packages. What if I do 2 dots? Well, the issue is that the file is in the root directory. And this is 3 levels deep. So the simple solution would be to change this file to the this thing, to the script visualization. I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. Because this relative imports stuff is too annoying. And I want to start working on the damn sites as fast as possible. The thing is, these things are just, it feels like they are annoying but necessary. So I'm not sure if I should or not. I think I'm just gonna copy whatever. It's not that big of a deal, I think. I'm gonna copy here, and then I'm gonna change the name of this file to settings underscore this. And then I'm gonna erase these templates and leave the rest. And I'm gonna try to import this file instead with a relative imports. And then hopefully it works, and then I can finally start working on doing the pages. I don't think the pages are gonna be that hard to make, to be honest. It's just more annoying because it's not that fun to build HTML and CSS. It's kind of boring. But maybe it will be fun because I wanna add animations to that. There's this effect that when you scroll the mouse, when you pass the mouse to something, you highlight some stuff or do some animation. I wanna figure that out and maybe try to do something like that on the main page. So now I'm gonna erase this from this file. Erase templates. Let's try with this. Same problem. From what I understand, the parent package should be something that has an init file, and I do have an init here. So I don't understand why this doesn't work. I should probably delete this Viz network as well, because I'm probably not gonna use this. I think I'm gonna do that actually, no. It's just more confusing to leave it there. The only reason I had it there because I thought I was gonna have to use it to modify the templates, the visualization, but I don't think that's the case. I can just do with the index.js file. It's probably better to delete it. So if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna try to specify the name of the folder. It's just probably not gonna work. So if that doesn't work, then the only other solution I can think of is rewriting everything again. Oh, and also I'm gonna have to rewrite all this stuff. These names here. So this also has an init.py, which should be considered as a package. And the one above also has init.py. Maybe I can just do an absolute import now, since they are on the same. Because that's how I usually did it with other projects and other files. Oh, so this is one level above. Maybe that's why it's not. So one dot is within the same thing. Maybe if I move this to here. I think I'm gonna leave the name as settings so I don't have to change in all the other files again. And then what I'm gonna do is probably delete the other settings here, because I'm not gonna use, the only reason why I was using this file was for this graphs here, and I don't think I'm gonna use it anymore to build the HTML stuff. Attempted relative import with no known parent package. So if I move it through here, just annoying that I wasted all this time with this. Oh, and this already ran through all the time, and we didn't show anything. Weird. Oh, okay. Yes, I guess I spent all the time that I had just doing this. And now this also doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, I think I'll try to solve this off stream. Maybe if I delete this file. Leave just this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this off stream, to be honest. And then next time, hopefully, I can, after I solve this stuff, I can actually start working on the HTMLs, the pages, and Ginger. So, see you then.